Hey, what's up? Gonna play some Greedfall, and I did not watch this intro before, so oh, never mind. There actually is no intro. I was gonna say let's watch this intro, but just kidding. Uh, I played myself. All right, so we're back in Serene. And we're loading. This is a long load. I feel like my computer is not working at peak performance today, and I don't know why. It booted slow. It's loading this game very slowly. Maybe there's something about the game world. This is on an SSD, by the way. I don't... I mean... honestly, this is kind of making me feel like there's a bug. Like this has, crashed or something, actually. This is really odd. Okay. That was multiple... That was like a minute or two of loading. My computer's it's pretty good. I have one of the highest end i9s you can get. I have a 9900K, and I also have a 2070 and like 32 gigs of RAM, DDR4. So I again, it's not like a supercomputer, but it's pretty good. So loading for that long is a little shocking. But anyway, let's talk to these people.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good...
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Hello, sir.
What are y'all doing over here? There's a behind area that I have not seen yet. There's also a scalable wall. Hey.
To my house. Come here, my beauties.
Why are my hands on fire?
Move away. Things are...
Is it because of my fury? I'm gonna assume so. Okay. These pages are covered in small, almost illegible handwriting, experiment results, patient observations, and incomprehensible symbols. But the complexity of some recipes leaves no room for doubt the author was a true alchemist and was certainly very knowledgeable. Charlatan's Antidote. Okay, so this is where he was hiding his stuff. Letter from the innkeeper to the servant. Louise, the weird alchemist of the Alliance who rented a room upstairs specifically asked us not to clean it during his stay. This old fool must not want us to accidentally break his vials or something. So leave him in his filth. The customer's always right. Okay. What does that mean? Did they kill him? I think what might be happening here is that there was... Why is he on fire? Why is he on fire? Why are you on fire, dude? Okay, he's not on fire. Like, what the hell's going on? Why are my companions lighting on fire? Okay. So no hat. Man, I would really like a cape. No glove. 83 out of 200, so still not so bad. Charlatan's Antidote. This mixture is supposed to be a panacea curing all evils, except the Malachor. Of course. Alright, so for Ptolemy, Cardinal Antonius has been Ptolemy's ambassador to Cyrene for several years. He is a cunning man, versed on the subtleties of politics, but also a man of faith who has not yet given up the hope of converting the largest city of the congregation to his faith. Although a member of the missionary order, like many ambassadors, he is said to be close enough to the Inquisition and has often been seen collaborating with the most extreme defenders of the faith. I like that map a whole lot. Every time I go to clear my throat or something, and I click on something, I hit a hotkey, this pops up. This is a really nice looking map. This is well drawn. It's really nice. I enjoy it. Serene Harbor, New Serene, City of the Merchant Congregation. I wonder if if like more stuff gets added to the world map. Like picture-wise, like if more pictures appear. Ambassador Sahin, who has long been a renowned professor at Al-Sadd University, was appointed several years ago to represent the Serene Bridge Alliance. After a long time and vainly, he tried to convince the merchant princes, particularly Prince d'Orsay, I don't know, to join the alliance. He now devotes himself to the defense of the economic interests of his nation in the region. All right, and then just click on those just to get those out of the way. We already read all that when we saw it. Do a quick save and a quick jog out of here. Find the charlatan, unmask the charlatan. Negotiate with the vendor. I guess we deal with this guy first, right? Why not?
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
Uh-huh.
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief.
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Fine.
I lost almost my entire family.
No response, no reaction to this. Boy, I really wish there was a way I could pull up the map on this screen, just because I used it a lot in the Technomancer. Let's just keep going across here. This is my strategy for exploring towns.
The merchant is there.
believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Yep. How nice of you to notice.
There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day than have to suffer through this again.
I agree. Alright, let's talk to this fella.
Good day, good sir.
Oh, that guy's fucked up.
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Ask for more instructions, ask about the other merchants.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the
D'Orsay,
Congregation of
okay.
Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
Hey, successful.
As you request, my lord. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merch.
Okay. I just wanted to see if he would actually react to that. Okay. So we got to go to the quartermaster. But first, let's go across here. Okay. I'll take it. Level 2. I really like the look of this game. I don't know why he's on fire, though, after every fight. Oh, we got some bile. Where's that bite? It looked like bile. So we got a pretty hefty tree here. Right, so okay, so because we picked the whatever we picked, what was it, like our class, I guess. We have access to traps, firearms, and one-handed blades, but everything else will cost us 2 points to unlock the tree. But because this is like the Technomancer and Bound by Flame, we get one of these every level, and then all the other ones are kind of paced out. Roll, Shadow Burst, knocks back and deals damage to all enemies around. Bomb. See, I don't give a fuck about traps, so maybe it wasn't the best idea. Let's roll. By quickly using dodge a second time. Does not work with Divine Magic Ring. Fury. Long blades. Anointed weapons. More damage with one-handed blades. More damage with pistols. I guess we go more blade damage to begin with, and then we see how it goes. I mean, stasis. Divine Magic Ring. It seems like we might end up going like a completely magicless run for right now. Okay, whatever. -1... but +4 elemental resistance? That seems kind of worth it. Silver Signet Ring. The silver ring bears an illegible coat of arms. Illegible? That is... illegible, I may be just a baby boy, but illegible I still feel like is a difficult word to say. Because I want to say ineligible for some reason, even though illegible is seemingly an easier word. Anyway, bile. Extracted from the vesicle? I don't know what that is. Vesicle? Is that how you say that? I just wanted to see if that was actually bile. Turns out it is. So, let's go up here. Oh, right, and that was the hoppable wall we saw before. So let's go turn this quest in.
Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Okay. So we have to smuggle weapons for the guards. Alright, I guess we go deal with the charlatan. I'll tell you what, this is a really quiet area, considering everybody looks like they're talking. What is this? A workbench. Craftsmanship allows you to upgrade your weapons and armor. Science allows you to create potions and traps. You need knowledge to be able to use the crafting table. To obtain it, spend points to the desired talents. Okay. I'm just curious here. What is... Okay, so this is the same as the Technomancer. Okay, so we need at least craft level 1 or 2 to do any of these. So hopefully we find some gear that gets us that, because I would like to be able to do that. To the family of the rich man who provoked us, we have him and we will kill him if you don't pay us handsomely. Come with a full purse to the alley south of the warehouse, the old warehouse district. Okay. It doesn't seem like the smartest thing to put that on a notice. To like... Just so everybody knows in town, we have a hostage. Holla at your boy. Okay, so this is... Now we're at the docks. Port quarter. Let's explore this alleyway. Have we seen that area? Yeah. You guys doing something bad in there? They got real excited when I got near the door. Okay. That's really funny. Can we scale this wall? This has to be part of a quest or something, right? Maybe from up there? Whatever. We'll come back to it. Is this the inn?
Greetings. I hope your day will be better than mine.
Come on. You guys don't mind if I steal all your gold off the table that you clearly left as like a tip for somebody else, do you? I think that'll be fine.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Okay.
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your business?
What do you think?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People were still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Teofredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures.
Well.
Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some naughts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
Okay. Well, thanks,
I need
buddy.
to be off.
Goodbye.
Oh my god. Everybody stands at attention every time you walk into a room. It's very jarring.
May the disease never afflict you, Your Excellency.
I hope that was sincere.
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor. Have a nice day, sire.
What are you doing here by yourself?
Wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
What's this strange room with pillows and beds? Is this where banging happens? Is this where people come to bang? Is this where people bang to come? Alright, let's continue our search. Hey, there's something over here. Innkeeper's storeroom. Level 1 lockpicking. It's already paying off. Stun is up. Okay, so I think we should do this because it is a massive boost to our, well, to both, I suppose, but definitely to our armor damage. Now, this kind of says to me there's no reason to ever use the other weapon. It's fine. Innkeeper Storm Key. Obsidian. Apparently we picked some of that up. Okay. So we have to find, like, I guess it's got to be like a hammer or something, you know, or there's got to be some kind of high, like, damage output weapon that is not the, it's not a sword or whatever. You don't mind if I pick this up, do you? Letter from an alchemist from Al-Sad. Dear Arif, I am genuinely sorry to learn that you have not found the peace you are hoping for in Serene. Since your departure from the academy, the situation has been deplorable. Those you had accused are now behaving as if the rules do not apply to them. Regularly performing questionable experiments, and there is nothing the rest of us can do apart from keeping a low profile. I sincerely hope that you will eventually find some place where you can be at peace, your friend.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Okay.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion
That's a
only
pretty
has
big
side effects
difference.
in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then.
That's
I need to
fine.
first
It doesn't
kill
seem that
those
bad.
who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
I'll just stare at my bed for a while. You guys cool with that? Is that not where we came from? Oh, no. It straight up is not.
The servant's door. The lock's double bolted.
Do we get points for lockpicking? No.
The key to the tavern. Locked.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
Can we jump this? Yeah, we can. Ah, so that's the door. Come on. Alright, let's do a quick save, just in case I've screwed something up.
So?
Yes, I have unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients.
Let's sneak just in case. Are they gonna be at the back? Look, he's trying to sneak away.
Angry customers. And we have no choice but to go this way?
To my help! And death to the others!
Whoops.
Move away! Things are about to get done.
What's going on over here? I know, like, everybody's dying over here, but you guys don't mind if I loot that box, do you? Okay.
Where are you headed? Don't abandon me. They're going to take me.
Are you coming with or not?
We need to find my cart. Where are you headed? Don't abandon me. They're going to take me. We need to find my cart.
Oh, it's up there. Whoops.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Okay. I wonder if there was even a way to avoid these guys. I mean, either way, we got the extra experience. Oh, right. Where's your cart? Oh, I forgot. It's not... Oh, right. I keep forgetting that it's not the one that we're actually doing. That's why I was going the wrong direction for so long.
My cart, finally.
Yeah, right.
I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the favor of never coming back. And stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell, my lord.
What do we get? Got a new weapon. Okay. Okay, so we can't actually use these one-handed heavy weapons anyway. These metal dowels are used to repair or to build or repair wooden furniture. I don't know what that would be used for. Let's look at our map here. So we can go and let them know. Let's do that one. So let's get back. Let's get back. Oh. Ah, okay. You know what? If they're going to give me the option, I guess we just go directly back. That's nice.
Your
Saves us the trouble later.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Confront him or say he just... I say we just say he escaped.
He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going.
Nice.
Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
And we leveled up. So let's see, what do we get for leveling up? What nice. What does that mean? Relationship level nice. Damage with one-handed blades on unarmored weapons are increased. Firearms deal more damage. I kind of feel like maybe we just go all the way in blades, you know? Kick. Well. Kick unbalances more. I would say we go up here and then we start going into firearms. I wish this would just go away. Stop. What do I need to look at, for Christ's sake? I much prefer the minimap to a compass. I wonder if there is a... I would be very surprised if there was, but exploration UI full. Just the amount of information displayed during exploration. Yeah, I would have been shocked if there was a mini-map. Nah. Okay, whatever. Maybe there's a mod for it or something. Because I just really like the way they did it in the Technomancer. I thought it was really good. See, I see a white X on a door, and it makes me think, hey, I should do something with that door.
Do you hear that?
Yes, that's Constantine's voice. It's coming from the upper floor. It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Okay. Let's save. So we can go down there. I suppose that's an option, right? I'm assuming this is the front door. When players in stealth mode near enemies, a detection okay.
obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted. To hell, and death to the others! Green blood, do you need some?
I must leave you. It's blocked. It's blocked. It's not possible just now. It's not possible just now.
Oh, whoops, I was muted. Sorry, that's my catchphrase. Whoops, I was muted. So there was a science check down there to blast open a wall, which is pretty cool, because that says to me, okay, they're trying to put more stuff into the world, which is nice. I appreciate skills that are used outside of combat. Okay. Okay, we can't get back there. Can't do anything with that, so we just save. Whoops. Okay, so we can go upstairs or downstairs. Those are our options. Or we can open this box. Let's go downstairs. See what's going on with that door.
It's not possible just now.
Serene Criminal's Key. Okay, so now we can get in here. Let's real quick. Let's just look at our inventory to see what we got. Boots. That's it. Okay. Villain's Den. With a name like that, you'd think they would have caught these guys a while ago. Key to Constantine's cell. Hey, Let's see. Old embroidered doublet. Same thing we're wearing. Some keys. Elemental preparation. Alchemical preparation of elemental damage. Okay. Sets an alchemical preparation of elemental damage which explodes when an enemy comes close. So, a trap. That's what... Okay. Alchemical preparations are traps. Good to know.
Well, this
Alright.
has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress. Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Okay. Select Constantine from the inventory screen with the left and right. Pick up Constantine with his outfit.
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Hopefully he doesn't go away after the end of this, because we're just giving him pretty decent gear. I mean, if that were the case, we should take his shit, right? Up by 9, down by 2. All right. So there's no option to kill these guys for real, for real. Like, oh god. Like there was in, what's it called? In, Technomancer. I guess they're just all actually dead. That's the, that's what we can, take away from that. Oh. Come on, fellas. We got shit to do. You're lagging behind. Okay, crafting table. So I guess we can go... We can finally go to the right. You look like you're, waiting for a quest to start. Sailor's coat. So we lose 2, gain 6. That seems pretty good. Let's go out the same door. Right? Okay. I was just double checking to make sure that wasn't another room. Okay, so we can't go over there. Can't go up there. Can't go that way. Alright, we've seen all that this section of the dock can offer. Oh, whoops.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Okay. Huh. Let's ask about the cabin boy.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking? Maybe clandestine passengers?
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Teleme has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We of course refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Okay.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Let's just say that in front of this guy. No.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tier 4D?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
Okay.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Okay, let's go... Oh. Can we go down here? It's a big open area. Okay, nothing of note here.
The hiding place of this smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful
Smuggler's Journal. I have 2 clients. They want to go to Al-Sad, and the Inquisitors are on their heels, which will not make my job any easier. I think I can get them onto a ship inconspicuously, but we'll have to be cautious. And I hope that they will prove patient and discreet. I will hide them away in a warehouse behind the harbor office where the Inquisitors will never dare to enter. And I will write this all down in a little journal and then leave it in a room that I'm not in.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages, and when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any...
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
Jesus.
Keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going.
24-year-old captain? That's pretty serious.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his...
No.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Laura.
Okay.
I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Alright, let's go up to the tavern. I think that's where that is.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back.
I'm looking for a Nort. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Nort, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Okay.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a naught that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his
Why is
crew
his face is so discolored and odd? Not this guy. My face.
Played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've
Okay.
been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. You think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
It's supposed to go like right up here, right? That's... Yeah. Oh, right. There was that other house that had nothing in it, except for a lady just standing around.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Okay.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things.
You would think.
But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
So, I mean, when we talked to Captain Vasco, he did say, why is this chick looking, just staring in a corner?
Might I help you, sir?
I need to be going.
Captain Vasco did say, hey, by the way, oh, right, okay, so we can learn from him. Anybody born at sea is a knot. And by a knot, I mean anybody born at sea is not considered the son or daughter of the person they were born from. Instead, they are a member of the Naughts. So, basically, like a child of surprise in Witcher. Like, that which you did not know you had. AKA, yo, you pump out baby, that baby mine.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
Hello, sir.
How embarrassing. That guy's name is literally Steed. What a bummer. It's like if your name was Pack Mule. Have we seen this area? I like the way this game looks. I'm into it. Hey.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and
Okay, so there is... Okay, I want to take back what I had mentioned. There is movement in the eyebrows.
Some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
This is very Mass Effect 1, you know? Not a whole lot of emotion in the face, but the lip syncing is good enough to be convincing, and the character models look like they're straight out of Mass Effect 1. To be honest. Like, he looks okay, some of the characters look okay, but it's something about the art style and the... He is blinking a lot. And then maybe photoreal, or trying to be realistic, but not really. You know, it's got a... I like the look of this game, and I don't want to bitch about it too much, because I don't really care that much, because it looks fine. And I think Mass Effect 1 looks fine as well. Visually more interesting and better looking games don't create better games, as the Mass Effect series will attest. But anyway.
What will be your official title on Tier 4D? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more.
This guy
His Highness has also asked
has a fucking voice.
on certain strategic
Man.
observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
Okay.
I need to be leaving.
Well, we touched base with our buddy. Where is this? And how did we miss it before? Alright, and then there's Vasco. And then here's the rest of our quests are right in this corner. So, let's go and talk to him about not contracts.
Sir?
Are you ready?
We should be able to set... I'm still without news of Mike.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to
Bump the
honor
mic.
terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some
Oh,
cases,
so it's
they even
optional.
trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Okay. Ask Mr. The course alone.
Who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nort?
How I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here.
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
The other thing is, you know, we haven't talked to the cabin boy, or Jonas, if that's, I think that's his name. So we don't really know if he even wants to be with his family or with the Knots. So we'll probably go through with this quest, and then if we end up talking to Jonas, which I'm sure we will at the end, and whether we'll make our decision based on his reaction. Either he wants to go or he doesn't. Hey. Note to the attention of the servant, Alice. I would like you to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouse we own on the canal. My husband will have to work there with his clerk and his men for a few days, so make sure there is enough food for everyone and be discreet. We do not want other families to know about what is happening.
This document mentions another property.
A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
With respect, my lady.
Maybe it's because we picked up that note. She's like, I don't like the fact that you're stealing from my house. Okay, right. We did pass that warehouse earlier. Yesterday. These, effects are a little OD. In my opinion. I think there was a back door.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him. My health! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Does it need to be both space and pause? Because okay, in I think I would rather have go top, go down. That's funny. It's an interesting way to describe it. No. Where is our... Left shift is our dodge. Which I guess that's fine, but parry... I don't know. What was... In Mars Warlog's right click, in Technomancer right click was the dodge. And I don't remember what the parry was. But I just don't feel like this should be both. I think space... Secondary attack is left critical. Maybe we do that. You know what? Let's do this. Secondary attack is right click. Oh, we can't do that? Oh, that's annoying. We could make that left click, but we can't change right click? Well, what the fuck? So we have to do that as that? Oh, that sucks. We can't... There's no way we could change that? Yeah, it won't let you change to right-click. Because right-click is go back in this game. Oh, fuck you. Man, that blows. I'm gonna Google this. Greedfall bind to right click. Click on the field where you bind the button. Hold right mouse button and Alt tab. No, that ain't gonna work. Click and hold. Nah, it's not working. That sucks. Okay. Well, go back to normal. And then instead of that, I guess we will do secondary attack on space. Tactical pause on tab. Sprint and dodge on left shift. Okay. That's interesting. If you sprint into a climbable object, they will just, or your guy will just automatically climb it. Save. Okay, so we did enough dicking around in the controls. That's convenient. Because this door was locked before.
To me, gods! Take no prisoner! And death to the others!
Okay. Not the peaceful option, but I mean, it was the option that got us the most experience. And at the end of the day, that's what matters.
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Now, is this guy just bitching, or was he actually, like, hurt by his dad? Because I want to know that for sure, because he keeps on bitching about it, and I'm like, I don't know if I buy it. Does that make me a bad person? Probably. Maybe. And quite frankly, I don't care. Son of the mighty Prince d'Orsay, and his second wife, Constantine, is your cousin. You know him from your earliest childhood and have always been very close. Despised by his father, who always seems to regret the death of his first... Oh, God, never mind. And used by his mother. You are probably the only true friend and confidant he has. Although very intelligent, his whimsical temperament often made him look like an inconsistent boy. Until the day his father finally decided to put him to the test by naming him governor of the young colony of the Congregation of Tirford. Okay, let's save. Dude, I was expecting a boy. This guy is huge.
Who are you?
My name is de Sardet.
He's a fucking grown man.
Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
I'm extremely sorry to have to tell you this, Jonas. He preferred to fight to the death rather than allow you to leave. He left me no choice.
How tragic. The poor man. What madness overcame him? And the woman, my mother. She'll be all alone now.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
Yeah, well, he doesn't fucking know him.
Since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Damn. Now I regret killing the dad. That may have been uncool. I'll admit it. I maybe could have found another way to do that. I know actually I shouldn't say I could have maybe found another way. I know I could have found another way to do that. And that's by just picking that lock. Because I didn't use the key I looted off of him anyway. So I do kind of feel a little bad. That dude didn't deserve to eat shit like that. He might have been a bad guy for selling off his kid, but he did want to get him back, you know. We've all been there. You know, sell a kid or two, and then later you go, oh man, you know, you get seller's remorse? Is that a thing?
Sir,
Are you ready?
we should be able to...
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Well, well, well.
Be back soon, Captain.
Hey. Okay, so, I think at this point, the kick maybe is less important than some of the other stuff here. Allows the instantaneous setting of a set trap on the ground while dodging. Now, I will say, from playing Bound by Flame, I do know that in Spider's games, traps can be very powerful. So I don't want to underestimate, you know, traps. Not the gay kind. The kind you leave on the ground for people to step on. Which again, not the gay kind. So the I guess like I should try to use them because that's like a skill that we have access to, and really the only unique thing we have access to because guns and swords are pretty standard, right? So agility, strength. Endurance. I think maybe we go strength. We go 1 and 1 agility and strength until we can do more. Now let us look at some of this stuff. Well, okay, so we still need... There's a requirement for one-handed... That guy is just walking into into the wall. So let's save. And after this, we will continue and do the rest of these quests. But I gotta take a quick break. I gotta start my laundry and stuff, so I'll be right back.